Okay, today I would like to talk about one of my favorite, if not my favorite feature in Logic Pro. I've recently switched to Logic Pro after having been involved in music production for a couple decades, basically, and I wanted to share some key features that I think are just so very important to know about. And if I had known about these, I would have switched a long time ago. Anyway, so today, there's basically three main features that just knock my socks off. One of them is the binaural panning built right into the mixer, and binaural post-processing that allows you to configure your mix for headphones and speakers and things like that. And then the other thing is subsequence nesting, which is something that I thought was pretty much lost in modern sequencers, but no, Logic Pro's had it all along in the form of its region folders, which can contain other region folders as deep boy, I can't talk this morning, as deep as you want. You know, you get levels and levels of these folders of regions, which is great for just taking whole sections of your mix, shoving them in a folder, and then you can whip them around, overlap them with each other, whatever you want. And of course, somebody decides to mow the lawn right when I'm doing this. Okay, sorry about the production quality, but I didn't have the patience to do this right. I'm just holding my camera, I'm just going to do it. Lawnmower or no lawnmower, God, that's just perfect timing. Oh well, I'll probably redo this thing without the lawnmower later if I have patience. But bear with me here. So, the last feature that I think is just incredible that I'm talking about today is tuning. Is the tuning features. I guess I don't really want to go into the whole, an entire explanation of tuning systems and equal temperament and the compromises that are made. So I'll just satisfy myself with some examples. And I'm just going to play some 1-5-1 chords in various keys to show you what I'm talking about. And I've got just a sine wave sound in one of its synthesizers, the ES2 synth, which you probably can't see that, right? Well, whatever. Anyway, and I got some sine wave sounds going through an amp model with distortion, so you can hear, the distortion. I'm a guitar player primarily, or at least as much as an electronic person, and so playing through distortion is really what introduced me to the powerful differences between things being perfectly in tune or, you know, in line, harmonically aligned or whatever, and not. So that's what I'm doing. The distortion really demonstrates the tuning differences very, very clearly. So it's no longer something subtle, it's something that beats you over the head. So to start with, I'll just play the sequence. We're starting in the key of A major here, and we'll just play these chords a little bit equal tempered so you can hear what I'm talking about. So I'm in the tuning preferences for the project, and hopefully this camera will focus again. So yeah, go to the tuning preferences and go up here to equal tempered, and there, that might be better in focus. So play these chords here in A. Here's an A major chord. Better turn the volume up to compete with that damn lawnmower. God, that's irritating. Okay, so you can hear what I'm talking about. A major chord, inverted, what is this, second inversion, who cares, whatever, sounds better. So you can hear the beats where it's going wah wah wah. And then we'll slip down here. Okay, and so you say, oh yeah, well that's just distorted, that's what it sounds like. Well, let's go to a fixed temperament based on Rameau, so just basically a really solid mean tone temperament from the Baroque period. By the way, they give you just a crap load of choices if you want choices of temperaments. It's more than anything I've ever seen. You know, I've seen the Yamaha and the Rolands and Korgs, and anyway. So our root key is set to A, that's the chord we're playing. And that's the thing with tuning systems, and when you're doing mean tone tuning and things, they can be perfect, but only for a certain key, and then it's closely related keys. So then back to this A chord. Hear how it's really stable now. And keep in mind, I haven't done anything to change the sound, except change the tuning. So, you know, you can hear a little bit of wavering, but not too much. That's pretty darn good. And that's all well and good. Okay, but what happens when we start transposing this? Let's walk up the circle of fifths here. So, yeah, I'll go up here. And then, pardon my inability to play the chords right. Yeah, there's a little wavering now, and let's go up another step. Whoa, quite a bit. Ah, and that third is terrible. Okay, and we could just keep going, but so what's happening here is since our mean tone temperament we've got is set for the key of A major, that means the thirds and fifths and things are nice and sweet. They're almost perfectly locked in tune in those keys, but due to the comma of Pythagoras, or you know, whatever you want to call it, you can't just walk up a major scale through the circle of fifths and have their thirds and fifths always be in tune without adapting, without changing, you know, like a choir does or something, through ear or whatever. So what is Logic's answer? Well, hey, we have modern technology here. Let's just have this computer do the same thing, analyze what's being played and change the tuning while we're going on the fly, right? Why can't we do that? Well, here they go. And God knows how long they've had this, but if this camera can adjust. Sorry, it takes a little while. So if you can read that, not sure what's the best focal length here. We have a Hermode tuning, or Hermode, it's a German thing. And it's like a German company that has this, and they license it to Logic. And they have a list of companies or brands that use their tuning algorithms, and there aren't very many that make major sequencers. In fact, Logic is the only major digital audio workstation that I saw in that list that has this. And they give you three choices, one for Baroque, a classic one, and one for pop jazz. Just for experimenting, it sounds like from what I'm doing, the pop/jazz one works about the best. But so the idea here is that it's analyzing these on the fly. So we can have our cake and eat it too. We can start with this A major chord. Nice and in tune, like we were playing before. And let's go up a step. Notice how there's no wavering at all, it's still locked. And then let's go up another step. Oops. Sorry, I'm feeling out the chords here. There we go. I can't even play the freaking F to C major chord. I'm losing it. Yeah, pardon the very crude nature of this video, but we've gone all the way up to F and C chords here from our A major, and they're still perfectly in tune. You know, you can just keep going. notice how there was some wavering and now it locked? I mean, its detection is like, you know, it's like on the fly, and it's kind of fluid and weird, and it does some different things. So I don't know, you might say it's not perfect, because you can kind of fake it out and get locked into a major chord that has beats if you don't lift up your fingers and set it down again. But, you know, if you kind of work with it and give it a chance to adapt again, yeah, we're back to where we started. Okay, without unduly belaboring my point, I think it's been made. The beauty of this Hermode tuning is that you can have like a mean tone temperament where your thirds and fifths and stuff are perfectly in tune, and you can walk through different keys, and you don't have to change any settings while you're doing it. You know, because your answer is you would normally have to change your root key setting all the time to adapt. But this will pay attention and do it for you, and it does a pretty darn good job. And again, Logic Pro, one of the many features that set it way apart from the competition, in my opinion. So feel free to check it out. $200. It's gone down from 1,000 to 500 to $200 on the Apple App Store. They're now undercutting every single one of their competition, which it's just unbelievable. So yeah, I think it's a good time to check it out and see what it can do for you.